In this video, I'm going to outline the dictionary, the picture dictionary or visual dictionary, as well as the vocabulary generator or builder. And so the first tool here is the dictionary, this icon here. I need to start by selecting some text. If I don't do that and I click on the little tool, it'll simply come up and say, no match is found, or give you an error here. So I'm going to select just a simple word from the fact sheet here, soil, and go up and check the dictionary. And then it's going to go through all of the various definitions that it can find. So some words, soil, for the most part, is a noun and how we use it, although you can have it as a verb there at the bottom. But it's going to show you the part of speech that it is, as well as give you various sort of definitions or examples of some of these. All of these are also text-to-speech enabled, so if I click on any of these,
soil,
it will go through and read that particular definition to me.
A layer of earth where plants are planted.
And then if I click out of there then and keep that word selected, I can go over and taking a look at the visual or picture dictionary. The picture dictionary here is super helpful, especially in the younger years, primary and certainly junior, and for any students that would benefit from having information presented visually. So for those that are visual learners or are using PECs or some kind of a system that's similar to this, this is certainly a helpful tool, and it's a great way to pull out graphics for a vocab list or for a study list or something for students to have a term and then a quick picture that accompanies it or an image that accompanies it without a lot of searching. So, and then again, as I go through the rest of this, I don't know if it'll pull up anything for agriculture, but oh, it does. Perfect. So again, some really quick visuals here related to that. The nice thing is with any of these, if I find that I like them, I can go out into, say, Google Docs and start a blank doc, and I can actually copy and paste and drag and drop these around. So I can go back to my document here and grab that one, take it over to this tab, and simply insert that at the cursor point, or it should be, there it goes, it just has to think about it for a second, and it will pull that over for me. I can then make these into a table or chart to present to students or to give them, to keep for reference. The other really cool tool that kind of does this and automates this for me is if I go back to that PDF, I'm going to just close the picture dictionary, and then I'm going to open up the highlight tool, and I'm going to keep these all in one kind of font or one color actually, and I'm going to go in and grab some of these terms. So erosion, let's get agriculture. Oh, there we go, sorry. Go back and get select and then actually click to highlight erosion. Let's try topsoil. We probably could do water, wind, and tillage, and then we'll have enough of an idea, or pretty close to it here. So we'll go through and grab that. And maybe we'll do pollution down here at the bottom. There we go, pollution. Let's try wetlands and lakes. Now, not everything is going to be perfect. It won't find definitions for us for everything. But when we're creating, study guides or vocab lists for students, this is a great resource. So I've got those all selected and highlighted. And then I'm going to go over to this tool right here. This one here looks kind of like an index or a table of contents, and it's the vocabulary generator. If I click that, it takes a second. It opens this in a new tab for me, and it'll spin around and sort of think about that for a moment as it's going to bring up a brand new document for me, a vocab list from the words that I've just highlighted over in the other document. And actually it's got more pictures and symbols here than I would have thought. So erosion is erosion by chemical action or some kind of a force acting on this. And if you weren't happy with the meaning, you can modify and edit that to your liking. It gives me a number of symbols that are quite helpful there. I can make notes either as an educator or for the student. They could make notes in here. Pretty much all of them. Topsoil it had some difficulty with. It definitely got a definition for it. It just didn't have an image to associate with that. But you can see most of them here have something that's pretty quick. I didn't have to do a lot of searching, to find these. I could go out then and grab individual images if I wanted them all to have, a visual to go with it. So the nice thing there is that I've pulled, words that I want to generate a vocab list. I use this as the educator to be able to create really rich kind of notes and documents and things to add into, say, my Google Classroom or into a section of study for someone. Again, students could be tasked with doing this as well, and that's how they would do it within OrbitNote. So again, selecting those terms that they want to have appear on the vocab list and then letting it kind of do its thing to pull those words out with visuals and then place them into a new doc. I do usually tell students, that they probably are going to want to add in, some other slightly better title in there just so they can find this in their drive later and make good use of it. So that's one more trick with the OrbitNote toolbar.